Welcome to School Page Video Teacher. Tenth CBSE Physics Chapter The Human Eye and the Colorful World. After watching this video, you will be able to understand what is a prism, refraction of light through a prism, and the difference between refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab and a prism. Let us now understand what is a prism. A prism is a transparent optical element with flat, polished surfaces that refract light. This is a prism. A prism is made of glass having two triangular ends and three rectangular sides. That is, this is one triangle, this is another triangle here, so that is two triangles, and three rectangles. So this is one rectangle, the other rectangle is here, okay, and the third rectangle is here, which is known as the base. So if you want to try making a prism using paper, you can use two triangular shapes and three rectangular shapes. So this is one rectangular shape, you can join another rectangle, this is the third rectangle, this is one triangle, this is the second triangle. If you fold all these sides, you can get a structure like this, which is called as prism. So this is how an actual prism looks like, which is a transparent optical element with flat polished surfaces that can refract light. Since this structure looks a bit complicated, for the sake of convenience in drawing ray diagrams, a prism is represented by drawing a triangle. So this is how a prism can be represented to draw a ray diagram. Now let us study the refraction of light through a prism. In our previous chapter, we have already studied how light gets refracted through a rectangular glass slab. So now let us understand the refraction of light through a prism. So this is a ray diagram for refraction of light through a prism. When a ray of light passes through a glass prism, refraction of light occurs. So this is an incident ray. When a ray of light passes through a glass prism, refraction of light takes place. We know that a prism is made up of a glass, which is a denser medium. So a ray of light entering from a rarer medium, so this is air outside, this is a rarer medium. When a ray of light is passing from rarer medium to a denser medium, let me draw a normal here. If this is the normal, you may notice that this incident ray, instead of going in this direction, it will bend towards the normal. So this ray is called as refracted ray. This is the incident ray and this is the refracted ray. So when this ray of light traveling in the prism comes out into air, refraction takes place again. So if this is the normal, you may notice that since the ray is going from denser medium to a rarer medium, this ray of light bends away from the normal and goes along this direction in the form of emergent ray. This is the original path of the incident ray. Incident ray is supposed to go in this direction. Because of the presence of the prism, the ray of light deviates and goes in this direction. So if we retrace this ray, it meets at a point here. The angle formed between the incident ray and the emergent ray is called as angle of deviation. So this is called as angle of deviation. So it's generally because of the shape of the prism, the emergent ray bends with respect to the incident ray. Can you see the opposite faces of the prism? They are not parallel to one another. They are inclined at an angle to one another. So this angle between its opposite faces is known as angle of the prism. So this is how refraction of light takes place through a prism. Let's find out what is the difference between the refraction of light through a prism and the refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab. So let's find out the difference between the refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab and a prism. So here it is rectangular glass slab. Here we'll see the difference of the prism. This is a rectangular glass slab. This is the incident ray. This is the normal. We know that this is rarer medium air and this is the denser medium, which is glass. So what happens to the ray of light when it is entering from rarer medium to a denser medium? It bends towards its normal. So this is the refracted ray. Now again, this ray of light, when it is going from denser medium to a rarer medium, this is the normal. It bends away from the normal. So this will be your emergent ray. This is the refracted ray. And this is the incident ray. So in case of prism, incident ray, normal. This is refracted ray, which is bending towards the normal, and this is the emergent ray. So incident ray, refracted ray, and this is the emergent ray. So this is the original direction of the ray. Original direction. I had told you that this distance is called as lateral displacement. So in case of refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab, the emergent ray is parallel to the incident ray. Whereas in case of refraction of light through a prism, the emergent ray is not parallel to the incident ray because the opposite faces of the glass prism are not parallel to one another. So this is the main difference between these two. The emergent ray is parallel to incident ray in case of rectangular glass slab, whereas in case of prism, the emergent ray is not parallel to the incident ray because the opposite faces of the glass prism are not parallel to one another. They are inclined at an angle called angle of the prism. After watching this video, now you should have understood what is a prism, refraction of light through a prism, and the difference between refraction of light through a rectangular glass slab and a prism. Thank you for watching. For more videos, visit our website videoteacher.schoolpage.me.